Hello, Rams fans. Assistant coach John Anderson here with head coach Kevin Brooks. Kevin, this weekend we're going into the conference tournament. We're rated number 1 in the conference. Does that give us an edge?
Yes.
One-word answers are not going to work today. So right away, I'm going to get you on your toes.
Okay.
If you were playing in the major leagues, what would your walkout song be?
Ooh, that's tough. Since that's never going to happen and never really thought it would, I'm going to have to go with, I'm going to go Stranglehold, Ted Nugent.
You're kind of a hairband kind of guy, so why wouldn't you go with a hairband?
Ted Nugent is a hairband. He was solo.
He's solo. This is no Rat. This is no Poison. I thought you're more of a Poison type of dude. Is that because you're trying to keep it family friendly? You didn't want those leather tights and long hair?
Well, I mean, Ted Nugent's the Motor City Madman. He's crazy.
Okay, name me 4 Ted Nugent songs.
Wango Tango, Stranglehold. There are a couple I can't really say since this is family.
I'll beep it out. You can use words that aren't ill.
I don't know if Troy's out of town, so I don't know if we have the technology back in the studio to do that. Motor City Madman, and let's see. Let's go with the one that keeps coming to my head. I can't say.
Okay, well, we'll let that slide because we know you're a savant when it comes to music, and you probably had that in your head the whole time. Now back to baseball. The conference tournament is here at home. For our players here at Angelo, is that a huge advantage, being able to sleep in their own bed and possibly have a good crowd here of Angelo State Rams fans?
Well, I think so. I mean, you just look at our record for the year, and our record at home is better than it has been on the road. I think that's true with most teams. So, obviously, being in a familiar arena, and then, like I say, getting to sleep in your own bed, and maybe hopefully go through a similar routine will be an advantage for us.
Yeah. Now, the last few weekends, you keep changing up your pitching, and it's been working really well. We don't want to give the whole outlook, but like who out of the pen do you see as a key to success this weekend? Because we know in a tournament, it's not just a one-game deal, that you're going to get deep into your pitchers where you're not used to being. What guys do you see as keys?
I mean, hopefully the same old guys, but some guys that haven't had the opportunity to throw as much. Lately, I can see Craig Blair coming out and being really effective, Travis Stavanoa. And then Andrew Hillman, who just came back from some injury stuff, got an inning in last week and looked good. So, and then there's several other guys, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if those guys made a big impact.
Okay, and with the lineup, there's been kind of some ins and outs for Brett David, a freshman who. He had a really good year for a freshman year coming in and playing against seniors. Is he going to see a lot of time as a starter or possibly as a pinch hitter or defensive replacement in the tournament?
We'll see how things go. I think he'll definitely get some opportunities to help us at some point in all those roles. And we sort of try to play it game by game, put the best 9 out there that day that we think can give us a chance to win. And he definitely could be one of those guys for sure.
Okay, and somebody who's battled through a whole season catching is Andrew LaCombe. There's been numerous weekends where he caught all the innings on the weekend. What is that? 2 9s and 2 7s in 3 days. That's a lot. That's a lot on your body. Do you think that he can go through the whole tournament? Say you get in the losers bracket and go 5 or 6 games in 4 days.
Yeah, I mean, he's trained himself. He was ready for this in the off season. He got ready to handle that workload, I don't think he'll suffer any ill effects from catching all the time. I mean, shortstops go play every game. Second basemen do. Why not catchers?
Amen, brother. Now, when we come into this tournament, the team on this field, like you said, is very successful. When you go into this tournament, are there any adjustments you make as a coach because it's your home ballpark and you know it very well?
No. I mean, I think we'll just do the same things we've tried to do all year, and hopefully, get good results.
What's your favorite food?
Burritos.
Is that your pregame meal for these games that are pretty big games?
No, not generally. I generally don't eat.
Well, you don't want to be gassy during the game. I understand that, but not eating that could affect your brain a little bit.
Well, I think if you've watched me coach, it probably has.
Nice, Brooks. Nice. Well, you've done a great job this year. Again, getting your 300th win and another conference championship. Congratulations to you. Now that time it is.
Okay.
Forward association. Last time we were on here, it was 5 and it was kind of shaky.
Yeah.
So we'll bring it back down to 4. Try to keep as many proper names out.
Okay.
All right. Rawlings.
Okay.
Lone Star.
Okay.
Gatorade.
Okay.
And Ronnie.
Okay. Ronnie prepared the Gatorade before the Lone Star Conference Championship, and the Angelo State Rams were victorious and able to win it due to the usage of the Rawlings bats that they have, which are the best bats made in collegiate baseball.
You heard it here, Rawlings. Give us some bats. I'm here with junior captain Andrew LaCombe. How are you doing today, Andrew?
Good, Coach. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, this is your second program in college baseball. I want you to talk a little bit about transferring and your adjustment to the new program.
Transferring to a new program is always a difficult challenge, and for some people, for me, it was actually a really smooth transition because of the great team that I got to be a part of, a good coaching staff, and a great program here at Angelo State. So it was a lot of fun to transfer. You know, there are different things I miss about being at Texas State, but I wouldn't have traded anything for the world to be here.
Okay, that kind of leads right into what are some things that are maybe different and better or worse?
Well, the big difference is there are 30,000 students at Texas State, and here there's a little over 7. So that's one. The campus here is flat, which is awesome. Texas State, there's about 3,000 million stairs or something like that, if that goes that high. And so it's always climbing stairs. So this flat campus, I like that a lot. The teachers are a little different. The classes are a little smaller. By different, I mean they're more personable because you have fewer students, so that's nice. As for baseball program, our stadium here is bigger, but they have a lot more money than we do, so they obviously have more amenities and stuff like that. But in baseball, you don't need those amenities. You just got to go out there and play the game, and that's what we do here. And actually, to play here, so that's a lot more fun than being there.
You're a well-spoken young man. What is your field of study?
I'm in the finance field of study.
Is 3,000 million an actual term for finance?
It is, yes sir. It's actually 3 trillion, but 3,000 million just sounds better.
You heard it out there, young bucks. You can use those words and terms together to make 3 trillion. Okay, Andrew, we're playing in the conference tournament this weekend. Last weekend is now kind of water under the bridge, but you are conference champions. Does that give you a little bit of edge walking into this weekend, or is it a clean slate? What do you think?
I think us being conference champions really helps out a lot. You know, being the #1 seed in the conference tournament will help you out in the seeding and all that kind of stuff with playing different teams. But in the end, it really doesn't matter because you know anything can happen in a tournament, especially with 6 really good teams in this tournament. And just the opportunity to go out there and get to play Saturday night at 7 o'clock will be a lot of fun in front of our home crowd.
Okay, now we're going to switch gears. Andrew, we had a banquet a couple weeks ago, which you know you came really dressed fly. You had a bow tie, you had your hair slicked back, all the ladies were yelling for you. And we've received mail over at the office, Coach Brooks and I, asking if you would wear that bow tie again, and some lady fans of yours are going to show up. Are you going to wear that bow tie tomorrow to the conference tournament banquet?
Tomorrow for the, you know what? That's I'm thinking about it, but the answer is probably yes. If I can get it tied properly this time, it's kind of crooked at the sports banquet, but if I can tie it properly, it'll be there tomorrow night.
Where did you find something like that?
Actually, my sister Mary bought it for me for Christmas this last year.
What a great sister.
I know. Okay,
Andrew, I appreciate your time here. At the end of each interview, we do a little something that's called a word association. I'm going to give you 4 words. You got to put them in a sentence. All right?
Okay, it sounds good.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Sam the trainer. That's 1 word.
Sam the trainer. Okay.
Rams. Yogurt. And NASCAR.
Sam the trainer likes to eat yogurt before coming out to the Rams game, and then afterwards he likes to go home and watch some NASCAR.
Atta baby, good job.
Thank you.
Here with assistant coach Rex Scofield. Rex, you've been a coach for many, many years, and you bring a sense of stability here to the young men that is really appreciated. How have you evolved your coaching skills where they all feel so comfortable around you?
Well, you know, for years I was the head coach, and I was kind of like Coach Brooks. Somebody has to get on them and push them hard, and then you always got to have somebody that's willing to walk by and pick them up a little bit and say, look, everything's going to be okay. And that's kind of my role. and I'm just a positive person anyway, so I'm just very positive. They don't hear anything negative from me, and so I try to blend in and help those young kids as much as I can, and make it a pleasurable experience for them.
Now, in talking to you, I found out, your past, that right out of high school you went into the military and you ended up being a drill sergeant in that era where people were going off to war. Now, this is a way different thing when people are coming out to play baseball. How are those two things in your mind maybe alike or different?
Well, they're totally different, because when you're in the military, and I was a drill sergeant, I was trying to prepare young men to go to Vietnam, knew they were going to Vietnam, and so there was a lot more pressure put on them. You put a lot of pressure on them because they're going to have to react under pressure. This is a lot different. I mean, there's still pressure because you want them to win, you want to teach them to win, but it's just totally different. So you be real positive with them. You pick them up when they have bad days. You encourage them when they have bad days, and you celebrate them with them when they have good days.
That's awesome. Now, we asked a couple people already, Andrew LaCombe and Coach Brooks, if there's an advantage or disadvantage to being the #1 team in the conference tournament at home. What do you think? You've been around the game a long time. What do you think the advantage or disadvantage is to being ranked #1 and playing in your own park?
Well, I think it's, being in your home park. You don't want to ever lose in your home park, and we haven't lost very much in our home park. So I think there's a great advantage. I think they're going to be more comfortable. I think they're going to have fans here. We're going to show the people in San Angelo that, hey, we are a good baseball team, and we're here to win the conference tournament.
Well, that's good stuff, Rex. And as I know Coach does, I really appreciate you being around here and learning more of the mental game of teaching kids, since you've been around it for such a long time.
Well, the positive thing for me is I've learned so much from Coach Brooks. If I knew now, then what I know now, I'd have been a lot better high school baseball coach. But I've learned a lot. I hope I'm adding to the program. I sure don't want to take anything away from it. And it's great fun to be a part of a great program.
Excellent. All right, Rex. Now we got to get you a couple fun questions. The interview with substance is over. What is your favorite movie been on the bus?
Well, since I'm driving the bus most of the time, I don't look at them. But I always like anything that has to do with baseball. Those baseball movies are fine with me. I'm Major League, I think, is one of my favorite movies.
That's a good one. I didn't know how many bad words were in that movie. I was going to watch it with my stepson, and I was previewing, and about 10 minutes in, I had to turn her down.
Yeah, anytime you watch a movie on the bus may not be the thing you want to watch with your son.
Yes, sir. All right, we have a 4-word association now. I'm going to give you 4 words. You got to put them into a sentence.
Oh, this will be good at my
age. John Deere.
Tractor.
No.
Well, you want me to do a sentence?
That's pretty good, though. You know what? We'll flip it up. I'm going to give you a word.
I can't
First
say
thing that comes to your head.
3 words in a row.
Okay. Nate Alter.
Nate Alter. Great person, great individual, valuable to this program.
Sasquatch.
I don't even know what that is.
Good answer. Good answer. Gold dot.
Oh, Gold Dot, that's special. I've got one on when Coach Brooks told us all about that. Had one on my watch since September, and can't tell you about it. But I think I'm gonna tell you what, it's one of those things that's very, very important to this team, and they've taken to it, and it's been a great inspiration to them.
Last one, San Angelo Rams.
It's a great privilege. I've been in San Angelo for 35 years. Didn't ever realize I was going to get to be a part of a college program, and I wouldn't want to be a part of anything else but this program and this baseball program, because it is great.
Well, Rex, thanks a lot for your time. Everyone around here has the utmost respect, especially myself, and we appreciate you being around.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thanks.